Today is a great day here in Chester County. Our nightmare is finally over and the good guys won.
Convicted murderer Danilo Cavalcante captured today 30 miles from the prison where he escaped. The 2-week-long manhunt outside Philadelphia for the armed and dangerous criminal coming to an end early this morning.
Subject is in custody. Confirmed subject is in custody.
You said the subject is in custody.
Yes.
Cavalcante's escape and the subsequent manhunt took place across a large area in Chester County, Pennsylvania, much of it densely wooded. Cavalcante had been hiding in this pile of logs behind a John Deere store, cornered by upwards of 500 law enforcement officers, police, tactical teams, and a canine unit.
We basically just saw them checking the tree lines, checking the stream, and out of nowhere, everybody started to congregate back by the shed.
The protracted search for Cavalcante gripped the nation, involving law enforcement agencies from across the country, and it put a Pennsylvania community on edge.
It's dark out here at night, you know? It's not like you have street lamps, so you can't see out your own window. If there's someone on the loose, as skilled as he is in these woods, he could be anywhere. It's frightening.
The 34-year-old was convicted of first-degree murder for the 2021 homicide of his ex-girlfriend, Deborah Brandow, in which he stabbed her dozens of times in front of her 2 young children. Cavalcante is also wanted in his native Brazil for a 2017 homicide charge. On August 31st, just days after being sentenced to life without the possibility of parole, he broke out of the Chester County Prison in Pocopson Township, where he was waiting to be transferred to a state correctional institution.
I'm not demeaning county jails across the country. They do a great job, but they don't have the level of security that others do. They don't have the big walls, the exterior walls, the yards that are surrounded thing that they can watch people constantly. They may not have the staffing that a federal penitentiary does, or the level of expertise.
In fact, Cavalcante used the same escape route another inmate had already used this May. His daring escape involved a stunning crab walk up a wall, pushing his way through razor wire, running across the prison roof. It wasn't until an hour later he was noticed missing. The prison was then locked down.
So given an hour's time, that's pretty substantial. He's able to run. Again, he's a desperate man. He doesn't need a lot. He's 5 foot, 120 pounds, so he can run fast and keep going.
From there, a search ensued. A perimeter was established, Cavalcante popping up throughout the surrounding area. Ryan Drummond says on September 1st, he saw the convict steal food from inside his house, believing Cavalcante entered through an unlocked door.
I saw him come out of the kitchen into the living room, back to that French door and out the deck. By that time, I grabbed the phone from my wife, was telling the 911 responder he's in her house or he just left.
On September 2nd, he was spotted on camera at around 1:45 in the morning on a residential doorbell camera approximately 1.5 miles from the prison. He was later seen twice on a trail camera at a botanical garden about 5 miles from the prison, seen wearing a hoodie with a duffel bag. Police say Cavalcante slipped through their perimeter this past weekend, stealing this unlocked white Ford van with the keys inside.
So that gives him legs, so to speak, as we call it. You give him the area, the ability to get out of the area that really prolonged this search. More than anything else I could see was that van.
He then went to the Phoenixville area Saturday, trying to contact former co-workers. He spoke briefly with one of them via that door camera, and state police say that colleague called local police. But state police weren't notified for several hours, and by that time, Cavalcante was already gone. He later abandoned that van when it ran out of gas in a field behind a barn in East Nantmeal Township, 25 miles north of where police had been searching. On Monday, armed search teams swarmed that dense terrain. By then, the search was much more dangerous, as authorities reported Cavalcante had acquired a weapon.
He is now armed with a .22 caliber rifle with a scope and flashlight mounted on it. I would suspect that he's desperate enough to use that weapon.
Police say he stole that rifle from the garage of a home near East Nantmeal Township, encountering the homeowner face to face. That homeowner drawing a pistol, firing multiple shots. Cavalcante got away unscathed. His sweatshirt and T-shirt found near the driveway.
Actor description, Hispanic male, roughly 30 years of age, 5 foot, currently shirtless and blue pants. Subject known to have a .22 cut-off rifle with a scope and a flashlight.
It's terrifying, to say the least.
Talia Theriault lives next door to the homeowner who encountered Cavalcante. Law enforcement quickly swarming her neighborhood.
They came out of the woodworks. We have helicopters over top. We have police officers everywhere, undercover, marked, FBI. We have tactical guys going through our woods in camo with large ARs.
And then at about 1 a.m. Wednesday, Pennsylvania State Police said a DEA aircraft picked up a heat signature. And intense weather and lightning hampered their search efforts. A joint force from the state police, FBI, and Border Patrol surrounded him, a police dog ultimately subduing him.
They were able to move in very quietly. They had the element of surprise. That did not stop him from trying to escape. He began to crawl through thick underbrush, taking his rifle with him as he went. One of the Customs and Border Control teams, BORTAC, had a dog with them. They released the dog.
According to authorities, Cavalcante sustained a bite from the dog, and otherwise no one else was injured. Dozens of police officers huddled around the now captured Cavalcante, taking a group photo with him.
And they're proud of their work. They kept the community safe. I say thanks to them and good job.
There had been some frustration, some criticism from the public as this was stretching on. Now that it's over, do you consider this anything other than a success?
No, it was absolutely a success. And I got to tell you, I think by and large, the public stayed amazingly supportive.
Sarah Brandow, the sister of Cavalcante's ex-girlfriend, posting this on Instagram today, asking for privacy but saying, "We are deeply grateful for the support and hard work put in by law enforcement." Cavalcante is expected to be arraigned on a felony escape charge and has already been transferred to a maximum security state prison. The Pennsylvania Department of Corrections has the authority to order an immediate inspection in response to an escape like this, but as of this report, it has not done so.
We will be able to go back to feeling secure and safe and letting our kids play on the streets and ride their bikes and not be worried about them anymore.